we're starting a new project.
Yeah.
So the first thing we want to do is we've opened up GarageBand. We want to start a new project, and we want to change our input device and output device because the Mac's set to use its default stuff. So we want to change the input device to, which for some reason the version's not there. Let me close in. So yeah, we need to change our input device to the Rodecaster Pro multi-channel, not the stereo channel. It needs to be the multi-channel one, and the output device is the Pro stereo one. So we empty project, choose. That'll launch up a brand new GarageBand project ready for you to start, and then we just choose the microphone, audio, but it doesn't really matter because we're gonna get rid of this track anyway and start from scratch. So here we have our first audio track, but at the minute it's not set up for 2 microphones or anything like that because this person wants to record to one audio track and then this person will want to record to a second audio track, so you can differentiate the difference between the 2 people talking. They're not all on the one track. So if we right click here, we add a new audio track, we get another one, and again we want to do that for our phone input and also our sound inputs if you're using those. So we're going to add 2 more as well, so we'll end up with 4. We then also have to tell which track is which microphone basically, or which input from our mixer here. So we right click and we go configure this track, and we want to turn recording on because obviously we want to record what we're putting into it. And then down the bottom here, where this is our input for this track, because we've selected this track, this is our input. We want to change that to input 3. No, it doesn't sound quite right because number 1 is 3. So that's coming into 1, coming up here, and then this one is now showing us that we're getting an input on that one. So we can see if we tap on here, we're getting audio, and if we tap on this one, we're not. If we go to the second one, we come down the bottom here, and we want to change that one to number 4. And then we should be able to see, yep, we're getting audio coming through on that one, and we're not getting audio coming through on that one.
So what's input 1 and 2 then?
Input 1 and 2 is a combination of all of these ones on one track.
Okay.
So 1 and 2 is like stereo left and right,
Yeah.
but everything onto one track.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then you have the individual inputs.
Yeah, and then you've got individual.
From 3 inputs.
So with 3 and 4, we can change down the bottom here. We click on the little circle next to it. That'll change it from mono to stereo. So then you'll see now it's 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 all together. So we want 11 and 12 is your phone. So that's on number 3. And number 4, we also want to change that to stereo and put it on 13 and 14. And that'll be our sound effects here. So it's telling us, yep, there's stuff coming in through. And same with this one, if we had a phone connected up, it would say, if I started playing music on my phone, it would say, yep, there's audio coming through on that one.
And then we can save all this as like a default.
We should be able to.
So when it's all set up.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Is there only one account on the computer? So is that why you need to bring your own? Because this is not in their network, I don't believe.
No, I don't think it is.
No.
But if you've got your own like laptop and your own like recording software and stuff on it, then you can just USB to your own laptop and use your own like Pro Tools or whatever,
Yeah.
Audacity or any other recording software that you've got on your laptop. Once we've got all our tracks, we click we've gone through, we've made sure that they've all got this record enabled. Which they all do, which is this little red button here, and then we prime them all ready. So we're telling them that yes, we're ready to start recording and we want to record all of these
Synchronous.
tracks all at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
synchronous. Yeah.
And we go up the top here and we click start recording when we're ready, but we're not quite ready yet because our inputs aren't turned up here. So we can see on our little screen here that nothing's coming through. We can't see anything. So if you turn this up and then you give that a tap, yep, there's stuff coming through on input 1. Same with number 2. If I turn that up and give it a tap, yes, we've got audio coming through. And number 2, same here with our sounds. We need to turn our sounds up, and then we'll see here that yes, they're coming through, as well as our headphones are all turned up so we can hear it playing. Then once everything's turned up and where you've found good levels, we just hit record, and then if we give these a tap and give these a button press, they'll record that, and then we just go stop recording. And then on each different track, so top 1 is you tapping on that mic, and then number 2 is me tapping on this mic. There's nothing through on Audio 3 because obviously I didn't have a phone plugged in. And then this one here is our button pressing for our whatever audio you wanted to listen to.
Cool. Yep.
And then you can export that.
Yeah, and then to save this, we go to share and export song to disk. And then your MP3, give it a name, whereabouts you want to save it to. The highest quality is probably the best one to go with.
So
So,
I can't read that.
MP3,
MP3,
highest quality, which is
yeah.
256 kilobits.
Yeah, and it's got WAV, I think. Can I see it?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
at the end?
Yep,
Yeah.
so whereabouts we want to save it to, so we can save it to downloads, and then we just go export.
Yeah, WAV. And yeah, lossless doubles. Yeah. Okay. Pretty straightforward.
So in this case, people would then bring a USB stick or something, would they, to save it onto from this
Yep.
computer to take it
Yep, to take
away
it with them. Yep.
if they're using this one?
Yep. You can also, if you're not finished with your project, you can go to File, Save As, save your file, and then save that onto a memory stick, take it home, then come back and then continue where you left off last
Okay,
time.
yeah.
So you can save your project and it'll open like this, and then you can come back and keep recording. for the
Okay,
next
yeah. Because
whatever
I think that's sort of the
you
way
want to.
most people would use it,
Yeah.
I'd reckon, if
Yeah.
they're hiring out the space. Yeah.
Yeah, you just plug a USB into the back and then save it directly to USB or export it directly to USB.
Mm-hmm.
What electricals do we have